It's an MOAC showdown inside River Valley High School where the Vikings are looked to make it a season sweep of the Galion Tigers and win their third in a row. The Tigers are looking to rebound after a couple losses. We'll have all the action for you right here live and free on the OH Report following this commercial break.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
What are we doing? Blue 41, hut, Jory, I said you have to use your back. You back up into him, then you open up the lane. It's a new technique that we're using.
Yes, coach.
Do it again? Again. Ain't no way I'm doing that again. Berardi! Get in here and show them how it's done. Yes, coach.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule, and it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
Josh Banks alongside Mark Bollinger welcomes you into River Valley High School, where they just handed out a pretty prestigious award here in River Valley, and now we're getting ready for the MOAC matchup. Mark, River Valley won it by 20 in round one. Galion's going to look to bounce back, though, and make this one a little bit more competitive.
Yeah, the Tigers are looking to make this one competitive, but River Valley has played really well of late. After suffering that upset loss to Marion Harding, they went on the road and took care of business against Shelby, putting 98 on the board. And then the other night, they defeated Highland by 18. So the Vikings are on a little bit of a roll here, and they're going to try to keep it going.
And it's going to take a lot for them to keep it going. We were here just, I want to say it was a week ago, and watched them just mightily struggle against a Harding team that's rolling. And now you've got a Galion team coming into the gym that's kind of struggling themselves. If you're Coach Brown, you see Coach Brown and Coach Sanders now on your screen chit-chatting it up. If you're Coach Brown, you don't want to let this Galion team come out hot like Harding did.
Right, and Harding jumped out to a 22-2 lead over River Valley. Kind of took the wind out of River Valley's sails. The Vikings did battle back, but they can never get it into single digits. For Galion, if you're going to pull the upset, you have to get off to a fast start tonight.
We're going to go ahead and take a look at the visiting Galion Tigers, again led by head coach Tyler Sanders. Again, they're looking to bounce back after two straight losses in the MOAC, a loss to Highland, a loss to Pleasant. Before that, they had beat Bucyrus handily, and they were kind of on a little run there. They'd win a couple in a row and then lose one, win a couple in a row. So they've had a good year. They averaged 54 a game, give up 54.8, shooting 50% from two, 31 from three, and they're one of the best free throw shooting teams in the MOAC at 67%.
They are, and they're so dependent on the three-point line. They're going to have to shoot it really well from behind the arc tonight if they're going to stay in this game and pull off the upset. As crazy as it seems, you look at this Galion club sitting at 6-11, but if you look at the RPI rankings, they're sitting in third in that Northwest District behind Ontario and Shelby. So they've still got a lot to play for because unfortunately for some of the other teams, but fortunately for Galion, there's so many teams in that district that are just pretty bad this year that the Tigers are in a good spot.
Yeah, you're in a spot to, potentially host a sectional championship and really give yourself momentum going into postseason play. And if they're going to come out tonight and have a big win, they got a junior who leads them in scoring and rebounding, Parker Tinch. And I'll tell you what, I've seen the kid play for a couple of years now with my kids going to Galion last year. This kid, when he gets hot, can light up the scoreboard, but he's also can jump out of the gym.
And he's going to have to do that tonight. We talked about Galion as a team getting off to a hot start, but for Galion, I think he has to be the guy early. He's got to make some shots, get some open looks, and he's got to be the trigger for this Galion offense tonight.
Talked with his dad earlier. He's sitting down right here in front of us, and he said that's kind of Ben Parker's biggest thing is he's averaging 12 a game, but his shot has not been falling. If that young fella can see a couple go through early, it's going to be a big night for the Tigers.
Well, and that's what he needs to see, some efficiency, get the shots up there, see some of them go through the net, let that confidence build. And if it builds for him, it's going to build for his teammates.
On the other side of things, we're going to talk about those home-standing Vikings of River Valley, head by head coach Rodney Brown. They're 11-5, 9-1 in the MOAC, but that 11-5 record mark does not say the amount of competition that they played in that non-conference schedule.
Yeah, the non-conference schedule was pretty brutal for the Vikings, but that's what they needed for tournament time. They needed some good contests against some schools of similar size or a little bigger that's going to show them what they may see on the tournament trail because, quite frankly, they're just not getting that competition in the MOAC this year. They have, right now, complete control of the MOAC with Ontario losing 2 games this week. River Valley has a 2-game lead with only a few to go.
Yeah, and the big thing for River Valley, and we talked about Galion really living beyond that three-point line. When we were here for their game against Harding, they were 1 for 26 from the three-point line. They shoot 31% from three. They're one of the, again, top shooting teams from the free throw line to 64%. But they've got the guys down low in Carter Logan, in Carter Myers, that can get you the points in the paint to allow the Eli Snyders and Chase Smiths to be open on the outside.
Well, and that perimeter game has been extremely efficient the last 2 games. The difference in the River Valley shooting was against Marion Harding, they were contested looks. Harding controlled the tempo, half-court game. They guarded well the last couple of games. And what we saw early in the season is once River Valley gets into that running game, when they're getting open threes in transition and they're getting dunks and steals, you're just not going to beat them. Simple fact, there's no MOAC team that's going to beat River Valley if you're in a running game with them.
And this young man right here we're about to talk about, he's a junior as well, and he's part of the reason why. Carter Myers averages almost 24 a game. He's third best in the MOAC in scoring, to go along with almost 2 blocks and about 7.5 rebounds. But how about, we talked about it through text message, 37 and 5 dunks in the win over Highland?
Yeah, Thursday night it was out here, and Carter went off for 37 points, 12 rebounds, 4 blocks, 5 dunks, including 2 alley-oops that were just absolutely nasty. And here's the reality. River Valley's going to probably win the MOAC. He's been the best player on the River Valley team. Right there is probably going to be your MOAC Player of the Year, and he's got a chance to do something special, because I think by the time he leaves River Valley, he's going to be one of the best ever that's been through and played for the Blue and Gold.
Well, folks, we got 50 seconds left here on the pregame clock, so we're going to take another commercial break. When Mark and I come back, we'll have starting lineups and keys to victory to get this one ready to roll.
Being able to give back to the community, and just our teamwork is really solid. It makes it an incredible place to work because a lot of people enjoy what they're doing and want to help out.
You get to learn every day. You get to meet very unique people. I get to interact with everyone from the clinical staff to the administrative staff. Everyone has something to offer. It's kind of like a million puzzle pieces coming together to make one large, beautiful piece.
Josh Banks and Mark Bollinger back inside the Schmidt Security and Schmidt Fire pregame show where we're meeting starting lineups. So Mark will introduce them, and then we'll talk about the keys to victory. Your starters for the Tigers: a 6'2 junior, number 1, Jamison Glue; a 6'3 junior, number 2, Dominic Capretta; a 5'9 junior, number 4, Colton Flynn; a 5'9 or a 6'1 junior, number 5, Parker Tench; and a 6'3 senior, number 15, Christian Bear. And then the starters for River Valley. Mark, you want to take that one?
Yeah, it's number 1, Carter Myers. Number 2, a junior, Ellis McFarland. Number 3, recipient of the Dennis Nisley Memorial Award tonight. Number 3, senior Eli Snyder. Number 5, Chase Smith, a senior. And number 55, the big senior, Carter Logan.
Carter Logan's going to be a big factor in this game with his size. But let's talk about, Mark, what it's going to take for the Tigers to pull off an uncanny upset here in Viking country. And we've seen Harding do it. You have to control the tempo of this contest if you're going to pull off the upset, and you have to convert on live ball turnovers.
Well, I know that Galion comes into this game being a team that likes to get up and down, but you cannot do that tonight. This is a bad matchup for Galion as far as tempo. We're going to see if they stick to what they try to do. If so, it's going to be a long night for the Tigers.
And quickly, the keys to victory for the River Valley Vikings are push the pace you want to run, and you got to knock down your open shots. As we're underway, River Valley will win the opening tip. That'll get us out of our Schmidt Security Pro and Fire pregame show. And the first shot is up and good for Chase Smith.
Well, he has been on fire. He scored almost 40 up at Shelby,
and
7 of 10 from 3, and he starts off hot tonight.
Early turnover for the Tigers, a miscue as Flynn tried to get it across the timeline to Glue. Now Smith has it for River Valley, gets it to Myers, right wing. McFarland back to Smith. He's going to hoist another one. Folks, he's feeling it tonight. Chase Smith might have himself a big one because that was from the volleyball line.
Well, and again, I just don't understand coming in why you give him any space. You've watched him do this for years at River Valley. You give him space from 22 feet out, he's going to knock it down.
There's Tench for 3. Tench is going to start off hot. We got a 3-point contest early on.
Big answer there by Tench, but on the defensive end, can the Tigers get a stop?
Flynn's going to have to get a little bit tighter on Smith there. They're going to get it to Logan, who gets it right back to Chase. Great ball fake, pull up 3. Misses that one, rebound by Capretta.
But you saw how Galion's defending the ball screen. They're going underneath it. If they do that all night, Smith's going to stand behind it and shoot it.
Flynn will get it for the Tigers. He's going to get to that free throw line. Kicks it back out to Capretta. Capretta will hoist it, knock it down. Dominic Capretta, and we're all knotted up at 6.
Well, we know that's what Galion wants to do as well. Most of their scoring comes from outside that 3-point line.
Snyder misses the pull-up jumper. Bear running. Kicks it to Tench in the corner. He'll catch and shoot. That one will be short, but Christian Bear will fight for the rebound. It'll end up in the hands of Smith. One-handed football pass to Carter Myers. Hoop and a harm, Carter Myers.
And that's where Carter Myers is so good. His body control and able to manipulate his body to get the foul, create the contact, and then finish and get the chance for the and one.
Great job there by Carter Myers to get that and one opportunity. So we're going to work on getting some replays running for you guys. A couple things set up incorrectly. My mistake. Myers will miss the free throw opportunity, though. It'll end up in the hands of Tench. To Glue, back to Flynn. Skip pass to Bear.
Now, one thing this River Valley press is going to allow them to do, they're coming out with the trapping zone. It's going to allow Galion to potentially get some open looks.
Flynn has it now, gets it to Tench. They're going to call a foul on Chase Smith. I mean, I can see that one kind of a little bit too aggressive there as he went for the dribble handoff was Chase, as you see it on your Matthews family of dealerships.
Well, I think that would have been a call that they would have let it go if it wouldn't have been a turnover off of Galion.
Agreed. Flynn has it back to Capretta. Capretta right wing. Got it to Flynn, stolen away by Myers, and we're going to see one here, folks. Carter Myers throws the hammer down.
We got 5 of them the other night. If he gets the ball in transition or even on an offensive rebound and nobody is around him, he is going to go up and flush it.
Well, but here's the thing, Mark. We got 5:43 left in quarter number 1. It's a 4-point game for the Tigers, but kind of like what we had mentioned in the pregame, the big problem for Galion has kind of been their MO all year is they don't have anybody down low to allow them to feed a post player and allow that kick to happen.
Right, and for Galion, defensively, you have to be better because if this game is in the 60s, you're not going to win it.
Yeah.
You've got to take care of the basketball, get the shots that you want, and then if you do turn it over or you miss, you have to get back and sprint in transition. They're jogging back. Carter Myers sees that. He's thinking it's showtime. He's going to go up and just fill it.
They're going to stay in this diamond-type press. Tench will get it. He'll skip it to the corner to Bear. Bear will hoist a 3. Christian Bear's going to knock it down. The Tigers are 3 of 4 from the land of 3, and it's a 1-point ball game.
And that's what that three-quarter court trap will give you if you can attack it.
Snyder's going to get, or it'll be, I want to say Bear. Nope, it'll be on Glue. Glue will get called for the foul. It'll be his first, team first. But back to what we were talking about, if you're Galion, you're 3 of 4 from 3. Chase Smith is going to pull up. That's going to be off the mark, but the big fella gets the rebound, and that's where it's going to be tough for the Tigers tonight with Carter Logan and Carter Myers down low.
Well, and they're fortunate. River Valley ran a simple baseline out of bounds play, and Smith got what he wanted, but it's just dominant. One step, and he's gone.
Carter Myers is one of the better finishers in the area. As Christian Bear tried to meet him at the top, it didn't go too well. Finishes through it. Tench is going to look to get inside. He'll kick to the corner to Bear. One more to Flynn.
Yeah, the extra.
Capretta will hoist another one. Back iron, no good. Rebound by Snyder. Gets it to Myers. Carter Myers going to hoist one. Hey, folks, we talked about Chase Smith dealing it. Carter Myers has 7 of them early. Sorry, 9 of them early.
9 of them early. Again, the transition game gives you open threes. So a lot of times that's the easiest time to get a 3 is in transition. And now here we go again. Turnover results in a run out.
Myers is going to throw another one down, folks. Carter Myers had 37 against Highland. He's on pace to go for 40-plus here tonight.
And you know, I know he's going to dunk it, but the Tigers just kind of stopped and watched him. I'm not saying, do anything intentional, but man, you've got to get back and at least commit the foul on the floor before he even gets the chance to go up and throw it down. Don't just let him show you up all night.
Colton Flynn gets a layup. Carter Logan gets an offensive board. He'll dish it. Great pass. Finds Chase Smith, the big fella with the board and the dish. And it's 19-11.
We talked about tempo. This is exactly what River Valley wanted, and it's the exact opposite of what you have to do if you're Galion, if you're going to try to pull off the upset.
Great move by Christian Bear. He'll get inside, can't finish at the rim. Smith will come away with the board. Chase is going to run. Nobody steps up. Can't knock it down, though, and Tench will come away with the board. To Capretta. Extra to Flynn in the corner. Colton Flynn. The Tigers have knocked down 4 of them here in the first. Chase Smith has it for River Valley. He's going to get a screen from Logan.
Better job there of going over the ball screen, forcing the pass to go to Logan.
Logan had a great look at it, wasn't able to finish. Flynn now looking to cut into this deficit a little bit more for the Tigers.
Well, you look at River Valley, and you have, we talked about the big 3, and Snyder and Smith and Myers. They score 84% of River Valley's points.
Colton Flynn with the assist to Christian Bear makes this a 3-point game. Of course, it's an early Coach Brown timeout.
Yeah, if you're Galion, you have to focus on containing those guys and making other people beat you.
Yeah, it's kind of, again, I keep bringing up the Harding game. That's the game I was here for. And Harding did not allow Carter Myers to catch the ball on the block. Carter Myers did not have any open opportunities for fast break layups. Or Harding that night did not commit a lot of turnovers.
And when they did, they were getting guys back. They weren't worrying about offensive rebounds. And you look at River Valley's non-conference schedule. That's been the theme for the teams. They lost by 20 plus to Watterson. They lost by 20 plus to Alder, lost by 20 plus to DeSales, lost by 20 to Harding, and then they had a 10-point loss to Olentangy Berlin. In all of those games, the tempo was controlled by the opposing team, where River Valley had to come down and play 5-on-5.
Yep.
Not that the Vikings can't, but you can see that they thrive when the running game is going on. They're just so good.
Snyder will bring it up for the Vikings. They're going to look for Smith backdoor. Nothing doing there. He gets it to McFarland, back to Carter Myers. Chase again. Just some weave action here. McFarland with a great ball fake. Good shot from McFarland, unable to knock it down. Flynn comes away with the board for Galion. A 3 ties it. Bear has it now for the Tigers. Bear going to look to go to work against Colton Lang. Lang will pick up the foul, as we'll take a look at it again here on the Matthews Family of Dealerships replay.
And this, is an issue. Colton fouled out the other night. He comes in, he does a really nice job, plays a lot of minutes for the Vikings, but he is foul prone. And sometimes, I talked about this Thursday night to some people sitting around me. There are other guys out there that commit the same fouls, but they don't call them. But when Colton goes out there, it seems like they call it on him.
Yeah, he's so aggressive, and he plays such good on ball. That's why a lot of it happens. Glue has it for the Tigers, gets it to Tinch. Tinch to Cam Smith. Over and back.
Wound, yeah.
And that's one thing that you cannot have against this River Valley squad. Even though it wasn't a live ball turnover, Carter Myers isn't going up for a dunk, you're still losing a possession and giving the Vikings an extra. Smith now guarding Smith.
1-4 set. Look for some ball screen action off of this.
They'll get it to Chase down on the block, kicks it up to McFarland in the corner. Lang tried to kick it to Myers. Carter still got a hand on it. Extra pass. Smith dribble, pull up. In and out, wouldn't fall. Capretta comes away with that board, gets it to Tinch. Tinch.
And Eli Snyder's going to get called for the foul. Just a little over-aggressive.
As that's Evan Murphy into the game for Galion. He's a 6'2 senior for Coach Sanders' squad.
Galion has to be feeling great right now.
Yes,
River
down
Valley got off
3.
to the hot start from 3. They've answered it with the 4 threes of their own, and now they've gotten 3 or 4 stops in a row on the defensive end.
Glue gets it to the corner. That's Cam Smith. He tried to skip it up top to Tinch. Nothing doing. And now Carter Myers has it. And once he gets ahead of steam going downhill, he's one of the hardest guys in the area to stop.
Yes, when he turns the corner, gets his hips squared up to the basket, he's going to get there one way or the other.
Capretta has it now for the Tigers. Gets it to Cam Smith. Cam, jab to the right, gets to the free throw line, kicks it in the corner. Evan Murphy will hoist one, can't knock it down. But that's why you follow your shot right there, folks. All offensive possession comes back to Galion because of the hustle there from Evan Murphy. Capretta, right wing. Gets it to Smith. Cam Smith has it. Crossover move, looks to get inside. Nothing doing.
Open
you got
shooter.
a guy open somewhere. He was in the corner. It was Murphy. Didn't see him. Capretta with a great move inside. Can't finish. And that's going to stay with the Tigers as it'll go off of Carter Myers. It's a great move there by Capretta, but Carter Myers is probably not the guy you want to try to go up to the rim with.
Right, but if you do get Carter down there, you better show him the basketball, because if you turn and try to go straight up, he's waiting to time that up. Show him the ball, get him off his feet, and then try to go score. I think Capretta could have a little bit of success using his strength, because he's a strong guy.
Very. Tight end on the football team. We got 20 seconds left here in quarter number 1. Glue has it. Glue held scoreless here in the first quarter. Back to Tinch.
Nice job by the Tigers here. Understanding time and situation. We're 12 seconds. They're going to try to make sure they get the last shot.
River Valley going to go into their 1-3-1. Tinch will catch and shoot one from way downtown. It will not fall. Logan's got it. Lang gets it. He'll hoist from about half. No good. After 1, the Vikings lead by 5, 21-16. We'll be back for the second quarter after this timeout.
I like being able to give back to the community, and just our teamwork is really solid. It makes it an incredible place to work because a lot of people enjoy what they're doing and want to help out.
You get to learn every day. You get to meet very unique people. I get to interact with everyone from the clinical staff to the administrative staff. Everyone has something to offer. It's kind of like a million puzzle pieces coming together to make one large, beautiful piece.
Josh Banks alongside Mark Bollinger back inside River Valley High School. And Mark, Galion played a really good first quarter. What do you think that they're going to have to do to continue the success? And then on the other side, Coach Brown has to make some adjustments. They're leaving some shooters open.
Well, I think if first starting with Coach Brown, I think you are really happy with the tempo that this trapping full court trap, three-quarter court trap into the 1-3-1 has caused. Yes, you've given up some open shots, but you're willing to let them shoot some of those in exchange for getting the tempo. For Galion, I'm curious to see if they change how they guard the screens. They're going under screens or below screens instead of trailing them, and they're giving Chase Smith a lot of open looks. He's going to start making shots again here pretty soon if you keep that up. We'll see if they change how they guard.
Carter Myers is going to pick up a no foul. They'll call kickball. Correct call there. But here's the thing, and the big thing about this 1-3-1 that Coach Brown has recently been running a lot more often, when you've got 6'6" out top of that and he's athletic as he is, it's a hard trap, a hard defense to go against.
And that's why I'm waiting for Galion to see if they get somebody in the short corners and attack the baseline. Right now, they don't have anybody down there, and that's the weak spot of the 1-3-1.
Yep, that short corner, and normally it's short. Chase Smith from the volleyball line again. That one's no good. Flynn comes away with the board, but you're exactly right. That short corner and then your skip, right? That short corner skip to the other wing is normally what's open.
Absolutely. Short corner diagonal skip is what's usually open.
But how about Tinch?
Well, we said he was going to have a good game. Knocks down a big three, gets him right back to within 2.
Stopping a score, and we got a tie contest. Carter Myers, great jab by Carter there. Chase Smith has it now. Gets it to the big fellow, Carter Logan. Good help side from Tinch to force the turnover, and we're going to have a foul. That was just great awareness there by Tinch.
Well, and I don't know if it was an adjustment or if it was a game plan we just didn't see. When the ball went to the post, the defender that was guarding Lang immediately doubled. They were willing to leave Lang open. You've seen some teams starting to do that. They're willing to leave Ellis McFarland open, Lang open, Carter Logan open, trying to make some of those other guys beat you instead of the big three.
Yep.
We'll see if they continue to do that and if it pays off.
They're back to man now. They got out of the 1-3-1, but Flynn is wide open. It's going to be no good. Snyder comes away with the board, leads McFarland. Christian Bear with the rejection.
Great hustle by Bear. That's the difference from the first quarter when they let Myers just go up and throw it down. That time they contested.
Bear back to Flynn. He'll hoist another one, and the Tigers have the lead.
Well, we talked about them getting it done from 3, and they've done it. They've made 6 of them.
22-21 Tigers. Snyder has it, gets it to Logan. Great toss to Myers. He's unable to finish, and Galion's going to look to extend it even more. Smith pulls up from 3. Cam Smith knocks it down. It's 25-21, and Mark, the Tigers are feeling it from the land of 3.
They're feeling it. That has been their offense, 21 of the 25 from three-point land. See if River Valley goes back inside. Get Myers on the block. Let him go to work.
He's going to look to just attack Capretta off the dribble. Carter Myers, he's still got the hot hand, folks.
If you're Galion, you see Myers catch it, you've got to run a second defender at him.
Pick which guy you don't want or you're not afraid of and send that defender.
You've got to take your chances. If not, Myers is just too good.
especially on a night like tonight with the shots that he's hit. He's already got to throw 2 down, and you know as well as I do in high school basketball, when you get to throw 1 down, it changes the entire complexity of your game.
I do like this. River Valley went back to some man now. Gallion's going to turn it over, but Dom Capretta was guarded by Logan. He went ahead and pulled the ball out, tried to get an isolation, had him broken down, but turned it over. I do like that attacking philosophy of Galion, but you better turn and play defense because here come the Vikings again.
Carter Myers, folks, is a one-man wrecking crew tonight. We're all knotted up at 25.
Smooth as butter.
Capretta's going to hoist one from way downtown. It's no good. Smith comes away with the board. Watch Chase attack, kick, and Myers attack. He'll hoist one. That one's going to be wide left.
And I know I'm beating a dead horse, but even though Gallion's making some threes, River Valley's okay with this, the tempo. They think that over the course of 32 minutes, they're going to make more than you, that you're going to cool off, and they're going to get more looks.
Great backdoor
Beautiful
cut.
back cut.
Tench unable to finish. Great cut, great pass. Those are the ones in a game like this, Mark, that you have to have.
That was a beautiful set by the Tigers. High post entry, set him up on the wing, ran the back cut. Tench right there, just couldn't get it to go. Did everything else right. Ball just wouldn't drop.
That foul will go on Tench. Get it into Myers in the corner. Down low, Smith. Chase guarded by Cam. He'll get him up. How about a hoop and a horn for Chase Smith? Now that one might be a little ticky-tacky, Mark.
There was not a lot of contact there, but you chase another one, and he'll get you on the post and do some work and get you a foul. And Coach is going to have to watch himself here. He just got the warning. Coach Sanders is going to get himself a technical tonight if we're not careful. Of course, he may want one just to get his team fired up a little bit,
Well,
too.
and I was going to say, on a foul like that, I can understand being upset because like you even said, you and I both said, there was not a lot of contact there. It was really good defense by Cam Smith. But here's the thing. When you get off your feet and they go up into you, they're going to get that call 90% of the time.
Yes, if anybody's watching the Michigan State game, there's a horrendous call on that last night.
Flynn will go to the hoop, get fouled by Logan, and that's just, you got the switch, and Colton Flynn attacked with his speed against the bigger Carter Logan.
And that's what you have to do against Logan. He's a big, strong guy that if you get him on the perimeter, you're going to have an advantage because if you try to make it a contest down in the post, he's too strong. He's going to get whatever he wants and push you around.
Flynn's first one is up. It'll miss left off the front rim as Glue will come back in for Smith.
Yeah, Flynn needs to stay there and shoot it. He was walking away before the ball was even getting to the rim. Stay there and shoot it. Finish on your toes.
Misses right. Galion, one of the better free throw shooting teams in the league. Misses 2 there. Snyder has it, gets it to Myers. Myers just going to look to break down everybody he can. Snyder gets it, somehow gets it to Logan, almost lost it. Myers, you can't, listen, they're going to call the foul on Capretta, but here's the thing, and you'll see it on the replay. You cannot give Carter Myers the baseline mark.
Well, it's in that situation, it's not Capretta's fault. There's absolutely zero help side there to help him, especially below the free throw line. The rotation was completely off. They're guarding Carter Logan out here, who is standing near the three-point line. You have to drop on that. Christian Baer is guarding Logan out there. You've got to drop and be that helper to at least show Carter Myers that it looks like it's guarded. Even if it's not, it makes it appear like it's guarded.
Yeah, you want to make him have to step back and not get that baseline attack. Flynn has it now for the Tigers. Good crossover move to get into the forecourt. Gets it to Tench. They're going to look to double. Bear, Glue in the corner. Flynn left open. Misses short, and Myers has the rebound. And this time you're going to see a little bit more effort out of the Galion defense as Jamison Glue and Dom Capretta both got back.
Jamison Glue, great foul. He got back there, got in front of Myers, made sure he fouled him, didn't get the line to get to the basket for the chance for a three-point play, didn't give him a momentum off a big thunderous dunk. That's what you need.
Myers' first one is up. Smooth as butter.
17 already for Carter.
Not a whole lot you can say. I'm just going to say this, those free throws barely touched the net.
Well, and that's one of the areas he struggled a little bit in for him. I know he's a little upset by the way he shot it from the line. He starts making free throws at the percentage he expects to. It's going to be an even tougher guard for teams.
Capretta gets the screen in the corner to Glue, tries to get to Tinch. It's stolen away by Snyder. Snyder's just going to go all the way through. Tinch, great job defensively to get a hand on that and knocks it off of Snyder's leg.
Good job. He got back, was able to force the turnover.
And I don't even know that Tinch touched it. I think Eli lost it trying to go into that gather step. Flynn has
River Valley so active and aggressive on the ball with the trap. If Galion just get it's basically 2 passes. 1 pass out of the trap, the second pass, and then the third pass is going to be open. So right there, you saw the trap in the corner. River Valley has guys who are basically playing passing lanes out of the trap. If you can get that one more, you've got a 3-on-1 on the backside, but you've got to attack the trap instead of turning your back and being passive.
Well, and here's the other thing, too. Dom Capretta, as you said it yourself, he's a big, strong kid. As they want to give it to Bear down low, Flynn will get to this. It's almost an unnecessary turnover for the Tigers. How about that dribble move by Colton Flynn?
Good split of the defense.
Stepped through 2 of them, went up and finished. But what I was going to say is, on that last possession where they had the foul call, when that double came, if Glue pivots through that, keeps the ball high, Capretta's got Colton Lang on his backside. That's your skip, and that's a wide open layup because Myers is playing that passing lane going to that corner.
We're playing the corner passing lane, and if you don't go to that particular, if you don't go to Capretta in the corner, then you have your diagonal wing shooter off of it. But again, it comes back to the guy in the trap has to be the aggressor instead of being timid and allowing the trap to create what River Valley wants.
But I tell you what, Mark, we got 2:48 left here to go in the first half, and if you're Coach Sanders and his staff, you couldn't have asked for a better half of basketball so far.
Yeah, they're only down 3, and you look at Galion from the field, 7 made threes tonight and 3 made twos.
That's what they're going to have to do to win this game.
Yes, 7 of 15 from three-point land. They've shot it really well, but again, when they've shot it well, it's because they've moved the basketball and were able to get open shots against that trapping River Valley defense.
That, or I think they knocked a couple down early, maybe early in the first quarter on some transition looks. Live ball turnover, rebound, got it out quick. Because, again, that's kind of another thing we've seen against that Harding game, and you've probably seen all year going to River Valley is if you let them get set in their defense, they're going to lock you down.
Yeah, they're going to get up into you, and you're going to have to beat them off the bounce or something.
Which is very great backdoor cut by Eli Snyder. Chase Smith did it again. On the floor right now is McFarland, Lang, Snyder, Myers, and Smith.
I say look for a ball screen here between Smith and Myers. A lot of times you see that when they go to this 1-4 set.
Great find, Colton Lang.
Good dish by Smith. Through the defender, little bounce from traffic. Colton Lang finishes.
Tench, Capretta.
Bear flashed to the basket, and he had a wide open layup. Your defender leaves you.
It'll be off of White. It'll stay with Galion.
So, again, the way River Valley's rotating, it's an adjustment that Galion can make. As soon as Galion goes baseline drive, River Valley's overplaying the skip to the opposite corner. If Galion drives it baseline, jump stops, and curls behind it on the ball side, they're going to have wide open shooters in the corner and the wing. They're trying to go opposite instead of same side.
That one will get to Capretta. He'll throw it up. It's going to end up in the hands of McFarland. He's got Smith running. Great ball fake from Chase. Kicks it back in the corner. Down low to Myers.
Better double.
Good defense there by Christian Bear.
Great job by Bear. He was left on an island. Bear holds up. Big defensive stop. Great job by Christian.
Daniel Stotts and Casey Capretta out there cheering on the Tigers, and Phyllis Heimlinger is always in our games. There's a turnover. Chase Smith is going to have a wide open opportunity. I'll tell you what, though, Jamison Glue almost got a hand on that one.
Right, and that's 10 turnovers for the Tigers.
Down 7, minute 20 to go. Colton Flynn has the ball for the Tigers.
A really critical minute 15 here for Galion. You're down 7. You can't let this get to double figures.
Tinch pops out, gets a screen from Bear. One more to Capretta. Glue has it. Glue again held scoreless. Great find to Capretta. Dom Capretta finishes through contact. Hoop and a harm.
River Valley switches every screen. Galion recognized that. They ran a set, slipped the screen. Capretta able to get wide open. Myers on his backside. Catch, finish. Big basket there for the Tigers.
Another bucket here, cuts it to 4. Capretta knocks down the free throw. It's a 4-point game. Balanced attack so far here for the Tigers as well. Nobody's scoring a bunch. Everybody's knocking down their shots.
And I think on the flip side, River Valley, I think Smith and Meyer have 32 of the 34.
Myers, great find. Smith, turnaround jumper. Chase Smith.
Great play by Ellis McFarland.
Great ball movement.
Yep, ball never touched the ground. And then a turnover.
Great step through. McFarland unable to finish. Snyder unable to finish. Fling comes away with it. He's got Bear running. They're going to look to kick to Tinch in the corner. Tinch catch and shoot. In and out. But that's going to, we're going to take a look at that one, Mark. You tell me who you think it went off, because I think it went off of a Viking.
Well, off the replay, nope.
You think it went off a Bear?
I think it went off a Bear, but again, I don't like the decision making.
Take the last shot.
You're down 6 with the ball.
It's a great look with one of your better shooters, absolutely. But that's one of the situations where hold it out, pull it out, get the last shot, either be down 6 or be down 4 or 3.
Yeah, exactly. Worst case, you're down 6. Now, going to see what happens if River Valley gets something.
Smith in the corner, he'll pull up. No good. And at the half, the Tigers are keeping it close. River Valley 36, Galion 30. We'll be back for halftime stats and analysis after this commercial break.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
What are we doing? Blue 41, hut, Jory, I said you have to use your back. You back up into him, then you open up the lane. It's a new technique that we're using.
Yes, coach.
Do it again? Again. Ain't no way I'm doing that again. Berardi! Get in here and show them how it's done.
Yes, coach.
Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned, so you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere, on your schedule. And it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
Josh Banks alongside Mark Bollinger welcomes you into the Spit Security Pro and Fire halftime show where, Mark, the Tigers have kept it close, but the Vikings are still ahead 36-30.
Well, the Tigers have kept it close, but if they're going to be able to pull off the upset instead of just hanging around, I'm curious to see what changes they make at halftime. One thing that I think they have to do is when Myers catches the ball, you have to immediately run a second defender off of him, rotating off a non-shooter. And then the second thing I think the Tigers really have to do is you have to chase. You cannot go under screens when you're guarding Chase Smith. You've got to trail him and make sure you run him off the three-point line.
You see the stats. I mean, they're pretty well matched. I think the big difference, and you see it on your screen, folks, 11 turnovers to 3, Mark.
Well, the turnovers, the turnovers have led to runouts, a couple dunks, a couple transition threes. Galion clean up the turnovers. They may be able to stick around in this. We're going to see what River Valley does if they start doing a little bit better job of contesting those open threes, because Galion knocked down 7 of them in the first half.
River Valley has it coming out at halftime. Ellis McFarland has it. He'll hoist a 3-ball early. No good. Glue comes away with the board. Galion going to look to cut into the lead a little bit more. Starters on the floor for both teams.
Now they have a switch.
Bear has Chase Smith on him. Has Capretta down low, didn't even see him. 5-second call on Christian Bear.
They called the 5 seconds, but they got away with the hold on the little back screen there. Carter Logan grabbed him.
On Glue, yeah.
So he couldn't get to go.
But here's the thing. It's kind of like what you already mentioned. Is Carter Myers has it. Great job by Bear sliding his feet and not giving him the baseline. He'll hoist one from deep, though. Unable to knock it down. And we're going to get a foul call. It'll go on Capretta. Hey, listen, when Carter Logan's there and he's that big, you got to figure out a way to not let him get the ball.
Right, yeah, and, that's easier said than done, because that is a big fella that you're trying to keep away from the basketball.
Snyder to trigger. Great back cut. McFarland has it blocked. Myers finishes through contact, though. What's he up to, 20?
21.
Flynn to Glue.
Again, you see River Valley switch those.
Yeah, so if I'm Galion, I'm sending a screen at Capretta right now. Good step through Dom Capretta.
And that's where you have to identify while the game's going on. What matchup do we want?
Snyder misses. Myers with the rebound. Great pass. Snyder misses again. Carter Myers again, folks.
And that's the hard part with Myers, is you can do everything right on a possession, and the ball comes off the rim, and he just goes and gets it. Something you just can't teach, his ability to land and go back up so quickly.
Bear guarded by Myers now. He throws it away. Myers has a run out. Bear gets there, though. Great find, Chase Smith. Back to Myers, thrown away by Glue. There's the hustle defense we were talking about. The Tigers play it very, very well there. Tench will catch. Hoist one from the corner, and he knocks it down.
Well, 3-on-1 instead of going to the basket. He went to the corner, kick out, corner 3, back down to 5.
Young fellas had a night. Chase Smith is going to try to answer, and he will.
They went below the ball screen. Again, Smith wide open, buries it.
43-35. Tench has it. Had Flynn maybe on the back door. Capretta will catch it. Good ball fake. Look to go to work. Gets it to Tench. Tench in the corner to Bear. Bear attacking, unable to finish. Christian Bear. Again, it's a great dribble drive by Galion, unable to finish. Smith's going to get fouled. We'll see if they call it on Glue. They will. That'll go on Jamison Glue. But again, you back and forth. Both teams knock down a 3. You get a great drive by Bear, unable to finish at the rim. You got to finish the easy ones, as Chase Smith will do just that. Flynn has it now for the Tigers, down 10. It blossomed very, very quickly, Mark.
Yeah, Myers and Smith with 43 of the Vikings' 45.
Tench to Capretta. Again, this is where you go set a ball screen for him, get a smaller guard on him, and let him go down low. Because then here's the other thing, Mark. Like you just seen, Myers will come away with a steal. Flynn will run with him. Myers wanted to throw what you just seen down.
Oh, and they called an intentional foul.
We're going to take a look at it again, Mark.
So there's a turnover. You know what Myers is going to do with it.
I'm okay with the foul call, but I don't know if I'm okay with the intentional.
I understand that he was trying to foul him, so he didn't get the dunk, but he didn't grab him. It was just the quick reach. Again, if you're going to call that, then do you tee up Myers for continuing on and throwing down the dunk?
And that's what Coach Sanders is down there asking right now. If you're going to call the intentional, then you have to call the tee for the dunk.
Because, yes, if it's intentional and it was outside the three-point line, you'll let him go on and do that. Either near here nor there as Myers knocks them both down. And as you said, this lead went to 12 quickly, a little 7-0 run here for River Valley.
Eli Snyder will trigger the inbounds. Sideline out of bounds. Gets it into McFarland. And another thing that the Vikings have done a good job of here tonight, Mark, is they've stayed out of foul trouble.
Yeah, and that goes back to Galion's willingness to shoot the three instead of driving it.
That guy's going to shoot the three, Mark.
River Valley is so aggressive on the defensive end. If you're Galion, you have to be willing to attack them aggressively off the dribble. They're not doing that, so River Valley's not going to foul. They're just going to get up into you and guard the heck out of you.
Capretta, great job of getting downhill. They'll call the foul on the floor. We'll run the replay here. I mean, it looked like Capretta lost it. I think they're going to did they get Logan or McFarland? They got McFarland coming around from the backside. They did not call that on Logan. They got it on McFarland coming around the backside, hands on him.
So a 10-0 run for River Valley here in the last 90 seconds.
Oh, how the tides have turned. Smith, they're going to look to get a double for Tinch and get him open in the corner. Instead, it's thrown away. And here we go. Number 3.
That's 3. 17th turnover of the night for the Tigers.
Tinch will answer with a 3 of his own, though. And I tell you what, we spotlighted him, Mark, and he has had himself a very good evening.
He has. That's the 9th made 3 for the Tigers. And thank goodness they're making threes because the turnovers are just destroying their chance to be in this ball game. 17 on the night, 6 of them here in the first 4 minutes of the third quarter.
And the big thing is, and the teams that beat the Vikings, right? Again, they're 11-5 on the year. You can commit turnovers against River Valley. Nobody's going to play the perfect game. You cannot commit live ball turnovers and give this team the opportunity to get dunks for Carter Myers, Chase Smith to get open layups, Eli Snyder to get to the rim. When you allow them the live ball turnover opportunities, that's when you get beat.
Absolutely. And when you have a guy like Carter Myers that's able to get out in transition, run the floor so well and throw it down, what then that also does is it allows guys to fill shooting lanes behind him. So if he doesn't have that opportunity to get to the rim, there are shooters that are trailing that are stepping right into three-point attempts.
And again, we talk about Carter Myers has 21 or 27.
27.
On the other side, hey, Tinch has 17.
He shot it really well tonight. And again, picking and choosing his opportunities to get threes. In transition, he slid himself out to the corner 3, catch, step, shoot, nothing but the bottom. He's done a real good job of finding himself some space. That's what's kept Galion in this ball game.
Snyder gets it to Myers, guarded by Bear. They get it to Smith. Great defense there by Glue, but you got to step out and play defense, fellas. You can't. You play great defense on the block. You got to come out and contest.
Yeah, if you're guarding Chase Smith, you cannot allow him to stand behind the three-point line. You have to run him off the three-point line. Gallion's not doing that. Chase says, thank you very much. We're going to rein in another 3-ball.
Cam gets it to Glue. They're going to trap in the corner. He's going to step out of bounds. And there's another turnover. Granted, that's not a live ball turnover, but it's an unforced error. As you throw the pass and there was no blue jerseys in the vicinity.
Right. You throw it to the corner where you have 3 Vikings ready to immediately go and trap.
Smith to Myers.
Mental mistakes.
They're going to bring Myers. They want to bring Smith off a little double flare from Myers, and that's really deep. I know you're feeling it, but Coach Brown might not even be too happy with that one.
Well, I'm sure Coach Brown isn't too happy with it, but if you've watched Chase Smith over the past few years, you know that that's one that he'll make. That one, not so much.
Flynn almost loses it, gets it to Bear. Bear going to look to attack, kicks it in the corner. That's Tench. Good ball fake, and they're going to get McFarland on the foul. And it's a good thing they got the foul.
But there's the difference with Galion's possession is what did you get? You had a wing to paint drive, kick out, and a second drive. 2 guys from Galion put the ball on the floor aggressively. River Valley, again, is so aggressive. If you don't attack them, they're just going to push you out farther and farther and farther.
Well, Tench will catch and shoot another one. That was going to miss left. I seen that left miss off the hand. Lang comes away with it, gets to Smith. Smith just going to go coast to coast. Chase Smith. Hey, I'm just telling you, Mark, we're going to have a tough time picking an MVP tonight. Because at this rate, they're both going to go for 30.
Well, we're now to 55 of 57 for those two combined.
Flynn, he'll hoist one. Colton Flynn, no good. Smith will come away with the board, and they're going to get Tench for the foul.
And it was actually probably a good foul there, because if not, River Valley had numbers once again.
2:26 remaining here in the third quarter.
River Valley now on a 17-2 run here in the last 4.5 minutes.
Right around 100 of you out there watching between YouTube and Facebook. And the reason there's only 100 is it's a pretty good-sized crowd here tonight for this contest.
Yeah, big night here tonight at River Valley. The Dennis Nisley Memorial Award presentation. A lot of former guys came back. A lot of people came out for that. And then the mini Vikes cheerleaders, little elementary cheerleaders performed tonight and brought out a big crowd. So big crowd here seeing the Vikings, especially Myers and Smith, just do work.
Yeah, Smith again with another bucket. Glue has it now. Gets it to Capretta. Capretta guarded by Myers.
Hummel now in the game, just face guarding Tench. Just no help responsibilities, all out face guard.
Yeah.
This is what I thought you would see with Chase Smith on the other side.
They're going to get him a screen. Tench is going to look to get downhill. It's a great drive by Tench.
That's a great drive, great patience. Those are the kind of possessions you need for your Galion.
Snyder has it now. They're going to get a foul on Cam Smith. Contact, absolutely contact as he was going downhill.
Chase Smith with 30, Carter Myers with 27.
57 of the 59. I think Colton Lang has the other two.
He does. Your third leading scorer, Eli Snyder, stepping to the line right now. Eli hasn't scored tonight. He's a guy that's typically in double figures.
He'll knock down the first. And what was a 6-point game at contest has ballooned to 20.
Yeah, 40-35 was our score when we were talking about it. And it has ballooned quickly, and that's what River Valley does. They go on those big runs, and they just bury you.
You had Capretta on the roll. He had him wide open on that slip. Smith will catch and shoot. Cam Smith will knock it down. On any other night, Mark, the Tigers are probably winning this contest with the way they are shooting it.
Now they've made 10 threes on the evening.
Smith misses. Glue's got it. Capretta poked away. It'll stay with Galion. Great defense there by Eli Snyder. He acted like he was going to go up and challenge it, stayed underneath, and used the left to knock it out of Capretta's hand. Flynn will trigger. Again, Hummel with the job of guarding Tench. Tench will catch and shoot. He's going to get fouled, though. Tench, one of the best free throw shooters in the MOAC, will now step to the line for threes. I want to say he's right around the 75% for the season.
Tench did a really nice job of moving without the basketball. Came around, was able to get a little bit of space, drew the foul. If you're Galion, you see how they're guarding Tench now because they're going to help on any screen to make sure they stay with him. Now's a perfect time to screen it and slip it. You're going to be wide open.
Well, and just on that, the prior possession before Cam Smith hit the three, Dom Capretta set a screen at the top, slipped it, was wide open.
Yes, and nobody was in the lane.
Nobody was near him, and he didn't get seen.
You know, and you also have to give credit to River Valley on that because they've just sped you up, and that goes back to they're willing to give up some open looks and stuff to speed you up.
Tench, smooth as the other side of the pillow with all three of them. As I want to say that puts him at 17.
17 on the night for him.
Big night for Tench. But an even bigger night for those two fellows as Chase Smith has 32.
And again, just no help side. You have, River Valley personnel-wise has Logan on the floor and then Hummelin, who is typically a JV player. And both of those guys were getting guarded tightly on the backside, no help whatsoever. And you let a guy that averages over 15, 16 points a game just go to the basket for a layup.
Yeah, we're going to get another 5-second call.
Great defense by Eli Snyder. He's not scoring tonight, but he does everything else every night.
And that's any sport Eli plays. We've seen it on the football field this fall. We've seen it in everything he does. If he doesn't have a big night somewhere, he's going to do something else right to help his team.
He's going to impact the game one way or the other. And a lot of times it's on both the offensive and defensive ends.
Well, and here's the other thing. You have him bring the ball up when you've got a hot hand like Smith and Myers. You've got that other option to bring the ball up, and it doesn't get no better than that. That's textbook basketball right there, folks. Carter Myers caught it high, kept it high, stepped through, and did it all right. As Bear's going to hoist one from way downtown. How about that's how we're going to end the third quarter, folks? From the volleyball line, Christian Bear makes it 64-49. Vikings after 3. We'll be back for the fourth quarter after this commercial break.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Josh Banks back here inside River Valley High School alongside Mark Bollinger, where a big third quarter from the Vikings has ballooned this lead to almost 20.
Yeah, Vikings outscored them 28-19. At one point, it was 40-35. River Valley goes on a huge run to finish the last 6 minutes of the quarter.
Galion will have the ball to start the fourth.
Well, they need to get a basket here, and then they've got to string together some stops.
Hummel still in the game with the job of do not let Tench touch the ball.
So if your guy can run Tench off of some screens.
Running, listen, have Dom Capretta and Christian Bear set him a double underneath. When they go to switch that, one of you slips, and you go get a layup. Great drive. Jamison Glue is going to get his first bucket of the evening, and that's a really good take there by Glue.
Well, and what did they do? They ran a
ball screen. Carter Logan switched to Glue, and he attacked it.
Yep. You know, it was
Glue
20 at
down the free
60 to 40, and now Galions fought back to 12. Tigers just finding a way to stick around here.
Yeah, a little 12-4 run here for Galion as Hummel has it.
River Valley 1-4 tried to go UCLA set, backside screen, and
the big fella. But again,
but if you're Galion,
about
you cannot stand and watch. You're sending one or two guys to the defensive glass. You have guys standing and watching. You have to go rebound the basketball.
Yep. Chase Smith has it again for River Valley. Smith inside out. He's going to get a screen from Myers. Myers is going to slip it. It'll be a turnover.
Just the fifth turnover of the night for River Valley. 20 for Galion.
McFarland will come back in for Hummel, and now McFarland will have the task of face guarding Tinch.
Yeah, good job by Riley Hummel. Came in, gave River Valley some good minutes on the defensive end.
Glue has it for the Tigers. Gets it to Tinch. Back to Bear. They set him a flare. He'll catch it and shoot it from the corner. No foul.
And there's a technical. Oh, Coach, keep walking, Coach Sanders. If he'd have turned, stopped, he was going to get teed up.
Yep. Now, I will say this. There was some contact there in the corner.
Yes, there was. I think he had, from where we were sitting, it looked like he had a legitimate beef about that call, or no call.
Smith gets it into Glue. They're going to run Smith off a little double. He had Logan on him initially. See, that's where if you're Capretta, set the screen, get the small on you and the big on one of your guards and let them go to work, and then you can go to work as well. Great shot. Tinch, pull-up jumper, no good. The big fella comes away with the board, Carter Logan. Eli Snyder's kind of taking over that point guard role with the hot hand of Carter Myers and Chase Smith. Smith in the corner. Turnover.
Good job there by Parker Tinch. He rotated over as the helper. He met Chase Smith outside the paint, forced a turnover. Now he turned it over himself, but at least he did the right thing defensively.
Coach Brown will take a timeout. 66-52 your score. While we got a timeout, folks, let's go ahead and thank our sponsors here this evening. Smith Security Pro. From the field to your front door, trust Smith Security Pro to protect what matters most. Krista Smith Integrity Home Team. Looking to buy or sell real estate? Call Krista Smith with the Coldwell Banker Integrity Team. Matthews Auto Group, the area's #1 dealer with over 800 automobiles currently in stock. Check out Matthews' selection at the link in the description. Premier Optometry Group. Premier Optometry helps you keep the game in focus because better vision is our purpose. Pioneer Career and Technology Center. Preparing students for college, careers, and the jobs of tomorrow. Avita Home Health and Hospice, providing high-quality community health care and improving the quality of health in families throughout their lifespan. And Spirion Mid-Ohio. Spirion Mid-Ohio is proud to support our local athletes. We know the foundations that make great employees are woven into the teamwork, focus, drive, and perseverance given in each practice and games. Let's get to work. We couldn't do what we do here on the OH Report, and Mark and I wouldn't have the pleasure of calling this game tonight without those amazing sponsors.
We appreciate that, and so do all these players and coaches and parents. And we know there's so many family members that can't get out to games or live outside the area that tune in. So, again, we appreciate all their generosity and your support so we can bring you these high school games live and free on the OH Report.
About 120 of you out there watching between Facebook and YouTube, and I only got 3 comments on Facebook. Come on, folks. Let me have it. Who you cheering for? Where you cheering from? River Valley with possession. They're going to set a double for Chase Smith. Great defense from Jamison Glue, and he's going to have a layup opportunity, and he'll convert.
Back down to 12.
Stop, score, get it to 10, and you're right back. There's 5:40 left in this game, Mark. With the way they've shot the ball, they're right back in it.
Right, but it's all about the defensive end. Carter Myers has been quiet for a little bit here.
He's going to look to go to work on the block. And I tell you what, with his size, he's hard to stop, but he's got such good touch around the rim, and he just showed it right there.
It is. It's the body control and the good touch. Again, if you're Galion, I feel bad for the Tiger defenders because I've watched Carter Myers play so much that to get isolated with him one-on-one, it's a losing battle. It's okay to admit we've got to send help. And if you continue to play him one-on-one, Carter's going to do that because, again, just give him credit. He is very skilled and very athletic. He gets the ball down there. It's going to be a basket typically.
Capretta now here needs to look to go post up. He's going to look to get Lang on him. Hey, I just seen a River Valley switch. But you still got Capretta with Smith on him, and Chase is going to get that foul. And that's what they should have been doing all night long, Mark.
Well, and, again, Myers was rotating over to go up for the block. If he rotates all the way over, now you have the corner shooter, or if River Valley helps the helper.
You got a backdoor cut.
There's the rotation. You have either back cut or there's that diagonal skip to the wing.
Yep. Flynn has it now in the quarter, Tinch. Throws it to Capretta. Capretta comes down with it. Gets it to Glue. There's the switch you want. Capretta back on Smith.
Had him open again. Capretta open on the
Tench.
slip.
I'm telling you right now, this young fella is the real deal, as that puts him at 20, and he's hit some big shots, including this one right here.
12 made threes. Tried to draw the foul for the and one, but not a lot there. But again, just pure stroke, catch, shoot it.
I think he's got either 5 or 6 of those 12.
And you still look at the scoring here, talk about Galion, Tench with 20.
Flynn with 10.
And then you flip the script to River Valley, and Myers and Smith combined 63 of the Vikings' 68.
Well, and that's kind of been the story of the night. I think you and I both knew that those two were going to have a special night when they came out as hot as they did. Did I think they were going to go for almost 70? No.
Now, here's where I start maybe overthinking the game a little bit, getting into the coach thing. If I'm Galion, I have not stopped River Valley all night.
Nope.
I mean, that's the reality. I've not stopped them all night. Carter Myers has got to the basket whenever he's wanted. They've ran Smith off of stuff. He's been able to get whatever they want. I have 0 fouls in the fourth quarter right now. 4:37 to go, down 11. Right now, I'm going to Hack-a-Shack. I am going to start fouling Colton Lang,
Ellis McFarland.
Some guys who haven't scored yet tonight or only scored a couple, just to try to change the game. You can get up right now you have 0 team fouls. Get up and be aggressive. Try to get the steal. Try to get a rip. If they call a foul, so be it, because you're going to have to start giving fouls here shortly anyway.
There's your help you were talking about. Great ball movement from River Valley to get it to Colton Lang, but that's the help that you were talking about. You had Tench come down and help off of Carter Myers to give that help side. Great corner pat, diagonal look. Capretta will hoist one. Capretta can't knock it down. Eli Snyder gets above and beyond for that rebound. McFarland.
Right, and Galion did what they needed.
They're going to call a foul. And take a look at it for me. I'm pretty sure McFarland traveled before the foul.
Maybe drug his toe a little bit. It was close. But if you're Galion that last possession,
that's okay.
Yes, you rotated. Give credit to Colton Lang. Good job, Colton Lang.
Backdoor.
They made the play. You caught it. You scored. But that's what you want to do. You want some of those other guys from River Valley to be forced to score. Colton Lang scored. Pat on the back. Good job. We made you do it. You did it. We'll go the other way and play.
You helped off of McFarland. He caught it cross court on the wing. He attacked as both are no good. But Eli Snyder with the offensive putback.
That's just a backbreaker again. Chance to be out of there with no points on the possession. Give up an offensive rebound off a free throw. Lead back to 15.
Tench will catch it, guarded by McFarland. He'll get it to Capretta. Capretta guarded by Smith. Capretta's going to look to attack. Capretta goes through the contact and finishes.
Great finish by Capretta, because Colton Lang did a great job of helping over and going straight up, contesting the shot. Just a better make.
Smith misses, but Colton Lang comes away with the rebound. Smith from the inside the arc misses again. Great rebound there. Great box out and rebound by Jamison Glue to get the foul called on Carter Myers.
Just Myers' first foul of the night.
Well, and that's what we were talking about. When we were here against Harding, they ran into foul trouble. You have multiple guys end up with 3 before half. They don't have that problem tonight.
That's also part of what we've talked about off the air, is why teams don't attack Carter Myers more. I mean, try to get him into a little bit of foul trouble.
Smith in the corner, not where you want to be if you're the Tigers. They love to trap out of that corner. They're going to come. Oh, Capretta keeps it. Great find to Flynn.
4-on-1. And it's right back to 11-point game.
And if you're the Tigers, this fella right here is the one you don't want to have. But Jamison Glue is going to come away with the steal. Capretta's got Tench, doesn't find him. And how about the rejection by Myers? And a throwdown with a foul. Carter Myers throws it down with one and gets fouled.
Jamison Glue, if you're going to foul him, you have to foul him.
Well,
you can't let him go through contact and finish.
And the other problem, during that break, Dom Capretta got the ball. He had Tench wide open down court for a layup, did not make the pass. He had an opportunity to finish it. Carter Myers came over and blocked it off the glass. So it's a good take by Dom, an even better defensive play by Myers, who finishes the three-point opportunity.
75-61. 2.5 to go. Galion has to go quick.
Capretta in the corner. They're going to call the offensive foul, and it's because of the extension.
Coach Sanders, if he gets out of here without a technical, I'm going to be floored.
And
there was an extension. I get that. I get it. It's just they've let stuff like that go all night, and I was watching Coach Sanders. He's been close tonight. I thought he was going to come off the bench and get teed up.
Yep. 2:18 to go here in quarter number 4. Chase Smith. I will say this, you and I have done a lot of games together this year, Mark. We've seen a lot of travel calls. That's the first one of the night.
Just the 9th turnover for River Valley compared to 23 for the Tigers. So 2:12 to go, 5-possession game through Galion.
You've shot it well. If that continues to go, you might still have a chance here.
Uh-oh.
Instead, Carter Myers with the windmill, folks. How about it? Hey, I think we got our top play, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I think that's 5 dunks again, Mark.
He is an entertainer, man. He runs the floor, and he finishes with absolute authority.
Great take there by Capretta. He'll get the finish.
Now, I have a feeling you're going to show that on some highlights tonight. But you know who else is going to show that? Coach Sanders. Because the ball gets turned over, and they stood and watched. They didn't even try to get back. They stood and watched him from beyond midcourt. And if you're a coach, that can't be your culture. And I'm sure Coach Sanders is going to have that conversation of you can't quit on plays. I don't care what the score is. You can't quit on plays.
Capretta knocks down the and one opportunity. So, I mean, now you've got Capretta, who's into double figures with 13.
It's still 13. If you're Galion, you've got to get up. You have a minute and a half to go. There's a lot of basketball left.
Myers can't finish at the rim, but Colton Lang again, another offensive rebound. Chase Smith in the corner. Snyder, one more pass. McFarland, short. Chase Smith, pull-up jumper, no good.
Lang
but
again.
Another, Colton Lang has been an offensive rebounding machine when he has been in the game.
Well, he's one of those unsung heroes. He understands his role. Colton knows he doesn't have to score, a lot. He comes in, he gives you 4 points, he plays good defense, he rebounds, gives you some energy. He understands it. He understands it. Those are the kind of guys that make a team a championship-level team.
So I'll ask you this, Mark. We've got a 13-point game, River Valley ball. Chase Smith, great pump fake, pull-up jumper, good. We seen the Vikings make a deep run in the tournament last year. Made it all the way to regional semifinal, I do believe, right?
Regional finals.
Myers has another one. And my question for you is this, Mark. We see what this team's capable of. We're seeing them tonight on a good night. We've also seen them on a bad night. What's it going to take for this team to get back to a regional final and maybe punch through and get to a state Final Four? Because when it comes to athletic ability and the ability to knock down a shot, they've got it.
Well, here's the issue for River Valley. They're going to end up, the way the Central District works and the teams that are in there, River Valley is going to be the number 2 or 3 seed, probably the 2.
Alder be the one?
Jonathan Alder will be the one who beat River Valley by 22. Jonathan Alder's going to go on the board first, and they're going to take, now this is me, I would think they would take the bracket that goes to Bowling Green, which is a much easier bracket. So if you're River Valley, if you want a better chance to go to state, you're going to have to go that way. If you go the other way, yes, you're going to get out of districts probably, but then you're going to go to Cincinnati where you have Kettering, Alder, Wyoming, Taft, Dunbar. That district down there is loaded. I mean, it's not a Maysville, but I think Wyoming was a team that Maysville beat in the regional semis finals last year. So it's going to kind of be what path do you want to take? The easier one is to stay away from Alder and win a district title.
Smith has it. 15 seconds remaining. And folks, your final tonight. The River Valley Vikings are going to be victorious and make it 3 in a row behind 70 from Myers and Smith. 81-64 your final. We'll be back with our MVP and postgame show after this commercial break.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
What are we doing? Blue 41, hut, Jory, I said you have to use your back. You back up into him, then you open up the lane. It's a new technique that we're using.
Yes, coach. Do it again. Ain't no way I'm doing that again.
Berardi, get in here and show them how it's done.
Yes, coach.
Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story. And those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here.
I like being able to give back to the community, and just our teamwork is really solid. It makes it an incredible place to work because a lot of people enjoy what they're doing and want to help out.
You get to learn every day. You get to meet very unique people. I get to interact with everyone from the clinical staff to the administrative staff. Everyone has something to offer. It's kind of like a million puzzle pieces coming together to make one large, beautiful piece.
Welcome back to the Premier Optometry Group MVP. And tonight it's Carter Myers, 38 points in the Vikings' impressive 81-64 win over Galion. Now, first of all, Carter, we're just going to go straight to it, man. Thursday night, I sat over there and watched you get 5 dunks against Highland. Tonight, I think you got 7. We've seen the windmill. We've seen the tomahawk. What else you got for us, big guy?
Between the legs is next.
Okay. Are you going to guarantee us that we're going to get that?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, he put on a show tonight. 7 dunks, 38 points. He had 37 Thursday night. Are you surprised that teams still want to get out and run and gun with you guys? Because you guys love transition, obviously.
Right.
And, they played right into your style tonight with the tempo.
They did, yeah. We like to get out in transition. I don't know why they let us get into that. But they were getting buckets. We were going back and forth all night. But in the second half, we started to pull away more.
And let's talk about that on the defensive end because, you play the top of the 1-3-1. And then a lot of times when you guys are in man, you switch everything on those screens. So you end up out top, kind of isolated a little bit. Do you really try to do a good job of keeping that ball one-sided, or are you guys okay with letting them get that ball reversal?
Coach wants us to keep it on one side of the floor at all times. We've been working on that in practice like the past 2 weeks. Since our defense has been horrible, trying to keep people in front of the ball, we've been trying to keep it on one side more often.
And it's obviously quite intimidating. We've got 6'6", 6'7" Carter Myers out there that they know that if they turn that thing over that it is going to go the other way and it is going to end up as a dunk. Now tonight it was you and Chase. You guys combined for 72 points on the offensive end. But talk about the play of others. Defensively, the job that some of you guys did, and then on the glass, Colton Lang with some great offensive rebound. Just talk about some of those other guys and what they do for the squad.
Colton Lang plays the role good. He doesn't want to shoot the ball much, but he's okay with that. So that's part of it. Running stuff. Ellis, he's just hitting threes, just getting to it, kicking for others, treating for others.
Yeah, great job again tonight. As we said, River Valley at home rolls 81-64 over Galion. Third straight win for the Vikings. Last question for you, the response. 10 days ago or so, whatever it's been, a week ago, you guys came out here. Harding jumped on you quick, got you down 22-2. What went on in that locker room and inside your team? Because you guys did exactly what you needed to do. You rallied from that loss, and now you have just pummeled 3 straight opponents.
Yeah, Coach was practice about that. If we are honest, that can do it again. And we just got to keep moving forward.
Well, they are moving forward. River Valley in complete control of the MOAC at this point in the year. A big week coming up next week. But tonight, again, Vikings victorious. Carter Myers, Premier Optometry Group MVP with 38 points. Carter, last thing, any shout-outs tonight before we get you out of here?
I'll shout out my grandma and Chase Smith.
All right, thank you for the shout-out. We are looking forward to that between the legs dunk. We'll see if Carter can get that coming up. Once again, Carter Myers, Premier Optometry Group MVP.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Josh Spence alongside Mark Bollinger one final time here inside River Valley High School, but you see it on your screen, folks. The Vikings, I can't really say dominate, but they take care of business at home and win their third in a row by a final of 81-64, Mark.
Yeah, the three-point shot was critical for Galion. It's what allowed them to stay in the ball game. He had 26 turnovers on the night, but they shot it so well from three. 12 of 28. It allowed them to stay close. They had it down to I think it was a 12-point game late there. At one point in the third quarter, it was 40-35 River Valley before they went on a big run, and then River Valley just pulled away and took care of business for their 10th MOAC win of the season, now 12-5 overall.
You see the stats here. Guy knocks down 12 tray balls, 11 twos, 20 rebounds. But here's the scary stat, Mark. When you have more turnovers than rebounds in a game, it's normally not a good sign.
It's not a good sign. And so many of those turnovers led to the transition offense that we talked about and that Carter talked about. Galion was willing to get out there and run with them. And again, talked about in the pregame, River Valley thrives in that kind of tempo, and they were thriving tonight with the transition game. Meyer getting dunks, Smith hitting threes. Everything went River Valley's way, but give credit to Galion. They put up a gallant fight, especially, Parker Tench played an outstanding game tonight, ended up with 20. The Tigers battled. They're just not yet on that level where River Valley's at.
I'm excited for that Galion team come next year. A lot of juniors on that squad. A lot of kids will be back. But if you're the Vikings, you're talented, you're athletic, and you can shoot the crap out of it. Go as far as you can. And for the guys like Chase Smith and all Eli Snyder, Carter Logan, all those seniors, make it memorable. Do more than what last year's senior class did.
Well, that's going to be interesting to see. I think you hit the nail on the head talking about the amount of players that Galion returns. If those guys get in the gym and put the work in, they've got a chance to put in a ton of improvement. And you see that all the time. You see a team that struggles or close to 500 or a little below it or a little over it, and the guys put in the work. And the next year they come back and they're almost unrecognizable, and they put together then a season that is very memorable. Galion has to do that. They've got to put in the time, but a lot of that comes down to they have to be able to sit down and get stops on the defensive end. On the River Valley side of things, just another night where River Valley rolls. It was a perfect tempo, just like they had against Shelby when they went up there and scored 98. Just like against Highland the other night, Galion tonight. If you get out and run and gun like the Vikings love to do, they are going to put up some serious numbers. And tonight they put up 81 more behind those two guys, talking about Carter Myers and Chase Smith.
And talking about Chase Smith, he had a huge night tonight. They both go for 30 plus, and how cool is it? Kind of the family aspect of things.
Well, yeah, and you think about Chase Smith, at Shelby, I think it was with Tuesday night or whenever, I don't even know, it blends together, but Chase goes up there and he scores, I think, 34 that night or so, 37, and he gets 34 tonight. His dad was an outstanding player here for us. Another great scorer, could flat out shoot it. His brother could flat out shoot it. He can flat out shoot it. They kept going below screens. He was like, thank you very much, wide open three, I'll take it. And then, of course, on the other side with, or along those same lines with Carter Myers, his mom was a heck of a player. She was a 1,000-point scorer here, Jenny Smith at River Valley. So, that family, again, has produced another great player. His brother was an outstanding player here at River Valley. The River Valley community's just been blessed to have some families that have stayed around, and you look around and there's a lot of these players that have families, older brothers, grandpas, dads, uncles, whatever, that played here. And, they're coming through the system, and, man, are they paying some dividends and getting some big W's for River Valley. Another great win for the Vikings.
You see your score by quarter. Galion kept it close all night long. The third quarter was their nemesis. They get outscored 29-19 in quarter number 3. Up next for Galion, it doesn't get any easier, folks. They get the red-hot Harding Presidents.
Harding has been on fire. They've won several big games. They beat River Valley. They beat Ontario the other night. They're a team that is looking really dangerous, and they are playing very well. And, again, that is a team that's young, is just getting better and better. With Brady as a freshman point guard, their sophomore class is good. They've pulled off some nice wins here. They are definitely trending in the right direction. And as crazy as it is, River Valley, as we said, firm control of the MOAC with multiple game lead. But Harding has crept its way right back into it, where I know you don't get trophies for it, but first-year coach, if you can come back and after a slow start and finish second in the league, which they have a chance to do, that's a heck of a first season and a lot to build on.
That's a heck of a first season for a team that did not have those expectations coming in. And then for those Vikings of River Valley, hey, listen, I know they just went to Shelby and beat them by 30, but Braden DeVito is that athlete, and Landon Foltz is that dude. They can come in here and give the Vikings a run for your money. Unfortunately, Mark, I feel like that's kind of the same song and dance that we had tonight. Shelby, another team with DeVito and Paz and Foltz and Shepard. They want to get out and run, and that's what River Valley wants to do. And I expect to see a run-and-gun game again on Tuesday.
And if you see a run-and-gun game, I think you're going to see the same result you saw at Shelby, where River Valley put up 98. With those three guys that you mentioned, they could really control the tempo. I would be curious to see what would happen if Shelby came in here and they slowed the game down with those three guards and tried to minimize possessions. But I'm telling you, if they come in with the same game plan they did a week ago, it's going to be lights out for the Whippets, because River Valley is on a roll right now.
All right, folks, that's going to do it for us here tonight from River Valley High School. alongside my color colleague, as always, the voice of the Vikings. I'll give it to that guy right there, Mr. Mark Bollinger, Brandon Powell on camera. I am Josh Banks, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. Enjoy the nice weather we're supposed to get next week. And until I'm back on your airways, have fun.